Did Carl Jung hear the Call of Cthulhu? Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who founded analytical psychology and developed many major concepts in the field, including archetypes, the shadow, and synchronicity. Synchronicity is the simultaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related but have no discernible causal connection, sometimes referred to as meaningful coincidence. In the Call of Cthulhu, it reads, "These responses from aesthetes told a disturbing tale. From February 28th to April 2nd, a large proportion of them had dreamed very bizarre things, the intensity of the dreams being immeasurably the stronger during the period of the sculptor's delirium. Over a fourth of those who reported anything reported scenes and half sounds not unlike those which Wilcox had described. And some of the dreamers confessed acute fear of the gigantic, nameless thing visible toward the last." Jung published a paper in 1952 titled Synchronicity, an acausal connecting principle. In it, he discusses the modern scientific mindset, noting that since natural laws are built on statistical truths and causality, they inherently leave out unique or rare events. From his point of view, in order to truly understand nature, the entirety needs to be accounted for, including those occurrences that fail to fit neatly into existing statistical models. Jung's research and experience as a psychologist led him to the conclusion that there exist coincidences that contain meaning or are too unusual to ignore. As an example, he presents a series of occurrences from his own life. On April 1st, 1949, I made a note in the morning of an inscription containing a figure that was half man and half fish. There was fish for lunch. Somebody mentioned the custom of making an April fish of someone. In the afternoon, a former patient of mine, whom I had not seen for months, showed me some impressive pictures of fish. In the evening, I was shown a piece of embroidery with sea monsters and fishes in it. The next morning, I saw a former patient who was visiting me for the first time in 10 years. She had dreamed of a large fish the night before. A few months later, when I was using this series for a larger work and had just finished writing it down, I walked over to a spot by the lake in front of the house, where I had already been several times that morning. This time, a fish, a foot long, lay on the seawall. Since no one else was present, I have no idea how the fish could have got there. When coincidences pile up in this way, one cannot help being impressed by them. For the greater the number of terms in such a series, or the more unusual its character, the more improbable it becomes. The dates match up. Artists are creating works of sea monsters, dreams of giant fish, and what was that fishman figure that he was working on? I believe that Carl Jung, whose life was spent analyzing the chaos and madness of the human mind, did indeed hear the Call of Cthulhu. The real question is, did he answer? So be sure to subscribe for more occult horror and Lovecraft madness. Until next time, Cthulhu Fatagan.